Hello, it is 3:15 on Saturday the 15th, and yesterday was Pi Day, and it's all dark and cloudy and trying to rain today and crap. I was gonna say, don't game crash right off the bat. It's 2 months of nothing, and then boom, game crash. Kind of crap. But I have to get used to the legit game now. Shouldn't be that bad, I don't think. Perfect. Stop lagging and crud. And go more than a foot at the moment. Position is irrelevant. This is all any percent, like just to do it. Or new game or whatever. I've been going for quite a while, dang near 2 months, and here's what's changed. I've put the legit files for the game back in. It is now the middle of March. I've gotten a haircut. I have moved the camera. The weather has gotten somewhat nicer. Perhaps not today, though. Swear. It's quite dark, as you can see. Have had some nice, pretty partly cloudy. It's gotten like up to 60 a few times. Nice and sunny days and crap. But then it got cloudy today. Had to get. I've also switched to OBS from the phone. I switched from OBS to my phone back in like March of 24. And stayed on that. I think basically clear through the summer. Then for the fall, did most of Unique Lap. I have kick boost right. Yeah, I just checked in the garage. On my setup. For most of the fall and most of Unique Lap, went back to OBS and crap. Then for right around New Year's and for hacked Unique Lap, went back to the phone once again to get my first dozen or so videos in on the new phone that I have, my 14. And so I figured why not switcheroo back to OBS, just to have some variety. And because I want to try and not stick to the same type of video for too long. And yeah, dang your lost pro. Have not filmed hardly a dang thing this year so far. Just, finished off Unique Lab with hack stuff back in January. Then went basically all the way through the whole rest of the winter, clear up to the end of it, basically, mid-March, the 15th. And what am I saying? I have no living idea where I was going with that, I swear. I just haven't filmed a lot this year so far. Filmed a bit for the winter there. And I've just been taking time off and just enjoying the year so far. Having a much better one overall than last year, I'll tell you that much. Move. Go for a star, man. Yeah, and I have yet to even explain this freaking idea. Oh my god. I thought I had everything covered, but I guess not. Because I didn't film for weeks and weeks. No videos, because I thought I was done, and there was nothing left to do and crap, right? But the other day, a new idea dawned on me. There's a format that I missed in terms of tour stuff. I did back in May of 23, event type class run for the tour, basically. Then in like February and March of 24, later on that winter, about a year ago, I did just a single event type for the entire tour. Then 2 out of 3, right? And I forgot to do the same thing, but by stage, essentially. And IGT doesn't matter, this is live. Got me a Mountain Dew. And there is no excuse to be splitting these goddamn things if I still, in 10 or 15 or some crap. These should all be pretty fast, by the way. Not, great big massive 2 hour, 3 hour. Unlike the class run, tour run boo from when I mentioned. Think this could result in quite a few vids, but none of them really that long. I don't think any of them should have to be more than a half hour or some crap. And I gotta go back to the freaking legit routes now, I swear. I got so dialed into the mod and crap back in the winter. Back in, like, January. And oh my living. I swear. And it's not doing the dumb thing, the dumb turning glitch. Which I found the solution for. That only happens because I have the wheel plugged in right, and it can sometimes register that as a freaking involuntary input somehow. And then it was this freaking way. Yeah, I remember this crap. Swear. And having stellar, pristine laps or routes or whatever. That's not the goal. I'm not going for that. I'm not going for. I'm gonna freaking I'm gonna 111 or some crap here in Maxxis. No. Or try and go for records on Class A, some crap. No, I don't give a living crap. I'm just gonna go and do something. Oh my god, that was low. I'm just gonna do something. Not for the sake of ideal time, but just to do the idea. Frickin' crap. And after this next lap, this first video is up. Swear, T all of a sudden. Shut your living breath. Swear. Next week for coursework, week 9 already, and then that is it. I have spring break the next week off to finish March and crap. And March can still be a bit. Yeah, the spring overall, March, especially March and April, can be pretty bipolar. In terms of weather, where some days are great, sunny and 60 and nice, and then it comes in and rains and hails on you all of a sudden or some crap, and drops back down to 40 or some boo. So it kind of takes its time to transition through March and April, then in May and June it gets really nice. You are smoking a freaking palm tree. What was that, dude? Son of a god right now. Swear. And then you're on Class D. Stop being low in Quad Drive, man. I swear. Oh, no. Basic. I swear, dude. Oh my god. My headline. Oh, freaking drive right now. Can I even sub 120? I want... Duh! I want 13. Kind of myth. And I still dang near 109 on Class D. Hello? Isn't their record like 105? Like 105.9 or some crap? Alright, video's over. I have no idea. But yeah, like, what I'll do, so, like, up first is kind of the same deal as the class, like a certain class for the tour or some crap. Or, like about this time last year. Just for just the whole tour, is I'll go through and do the single event type first. Like just all the Maxxis races for this video first one, then all the Maxxis sprints for the second one, right? Then all the stages, and I'm gonna combine any and 100% freestyles in the same video for the freestyle videos, right? And just go all the way through and do a single event type per video first. Do those, get those out of the way first, then come back later. Sure as crud not today. Maybe, I don't know. or tomorrow sometime later, no idea. And come back and do the 2 out of 3 deal where you exclude one. And I do like Maxxis no sprints, or Truman no freestyles, or ITP no races, just crap like that. It's just a mix and mash and freaking have my chair explode. And have a great time. So on to the sprints, dude. This is the nice, just 10 or 15 nice and easy short ones for one event type first. Then maybe a hair longer later on, and longer time in the hospital as well. For 2 out of 3 event type later ones. On to the sprints.